Hello, everybody, and welcome to Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. Oh lordy, I've been looking forward to this one because I absolutely love this game. No matter what certain chat members keep saying about it. So this, oh boy, where do I even start with this? This game was technically like the second continuity. It came from one cycle. Yeah, because we were talking about like games that came out in 2003, which was this one. This was one of them. And I was just like, man, I need to play that again. But this is technically the second continuity reboot of a game that came out in 1989. The work of one Jordan Mechner, creating a side-on, what do you call it, like scrolling platformer hack and slash kind of business, which I went back and played a while ago. Like, it's not very good. But yeah, and then it got picked up by Ubisoft and they turned it into this, and it's fucking fantastic.
Incoming transmission.
Hey, Boris Sinatra is now following. Thank you. That is an absolutely fantastic name. Quick thing before we go any further. How's the sound? It's been a while since I've done any direct console capture, and I know that the sound can go a little crusty sometimes, a bit loud. Alright, I can... How's that? But the music coming through alright, it's not like I said before, I've done this before and it's like, it's been like really crunchy and like bit crushed all the hell. But yeah, if that's better, okay, good. Also, hi there Boris, welcome. Thank you for the follow, glad you like what you see. Do stick around. Sound itself is really good. Fantastic! Yeah. Actually, fun fact that I didn't discover until fairly recently. The composition, the music for this game, was done by the same guy that did the soundtrack for the Darkest Dungeon games. It's Stuart Chatwood. I had no idea. That explains why the music's so good. So enough faffing. Let's get to her. And we immediately get into control. I like the little touch that you actually have to walk in there. Just so you know,
Most
there's
people
no...
think time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction. But I have seen the face of time, and I can tell you, they are wrong. Time is an ocean in a storm. You may wonder who I am and why I say this. Sit down, and I will tell you a tale like none that you have ever heard. Know first that I am the son of Shahram, a mighty king of Persia. On our way to Azad with a small company of men who passed through India, where the promise of honor and glory tempted my father into a grievous error.
Now, my son.
Your Majesty, I trust you'll remember your promise. The Maharaja's treasure vaults lie within.
See how he fights. Like a warrior son.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna keep broadly quiet during cutscenes because there's no subtitles in this game.
Do you think I felt regret as I gazed upon the destruction we had wrought? or at least humility at the speed with which a world can be transformed from a good work into a hell? If you think so, you are mistaken. For in that moment I thought of one thing only. The honor and glory I would bring my father by fighting like a warrior in the first battle.
Let's get in there. Well, they have been immediately killed. Oh boy, hang on. Immediately the camera controls are backwards. There we go. So here's the... Oh. The unique selling point of this game was the absolutely fantastic movement systems. So we can do wall runs. This predates Assassin's Creed by about 8 years. Yeah. Didn't need to do that, you could just jump that, but hey. Oh yeah, and if we... Almost every area in the game has this big open camera, which is quite useful for getting around puzzles. Our first enemy. Spearsman. This guy shouldn't be too difficult. So the combat in this game is not great. It's quite slow, but it does have some fun nuance to it. These dudes are fairly simple. It's just you exchange blows back and forth.
Many men that day sought to win honor and glory on the battlefield, that their king might say to them, as Khosrow said to Rustam, "You are the noblest of my warriors." From the moment my sword tasted blood, I knew this would not be
Hydrate,
my
yes.
way. I
Prepare
would win
your
my father's
prepare your
praise,
finest
not by
hydrate
killing,
redeems.
but by being the first to find the Maharaja's treasure vault and the wonders within.
Loving these stock scream sound effects. Also, I just realised that I'm using an actual PS2 controller this time, so I don't need to worry about it coming unplugged. Be a lot more relaxed. Unplug sound redeem. I'm still torn on whether or not I even want to do that. So I like this touch, that you get that little cutaway of the prince putting his sword, putting away his sword, and that's like the, and we're done. You know, that lets you know that it's safe now. Oh. Alright, this is where we're supposed to do wall runs. Nyong. Oh. I just had an idea. Okay, I'm gonna need to see if I can isolate that sound effect. Because I just had a dumb idea. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but... Yeah, the drink sound effect and the little musical sting. Again, this predates stuff like Assassin's Creed and Uncharted by about a factor of 10 years. But the systems are still there. Incoming! Here's the really cool stuff. This is where the combat gets exciting. So these spear guys are really weak to the vault hit, because normally they'll just block you, but you do that. Every enemy in the game has a certain move that they are weak to. Unfortunately, the trouble is there is also one move in the game that every enemy is weak to. Okay, I can't... Okay, I'm full, so I can't drink.
Incoming transmission.
Nope. I turned one too many. Up. Launch. Now this is just a taste of how wildly complicated things are
So I
going to
continue
get.
my story from here the next time we're interrupted.
Yes, I should save.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
Oof. That voice line is crusty. Alright, so now we start chaining stuff. Wall run into launch! Whenever you do a new parkour trick for the first time, it'll do that slow-mo, which I think is fun. So now, run and whoop! Yeah!
And there it lay, just out of reach. The dagger of time. There was a treasure I could carry with
Thunk.
pride as a trophy of our victory.
Something
If
else, I
could
just went
only
thunk.
get there.
See, this does, like... Did any game ever do parkour like that again? No, not really. Not that I... Not to my memory, at the very least. Oh, come on. Up you get. There we go. Hi, Adrian! We're doing some hardcore parkour. Like, only thing I can think of is, yeah, Mirror's Edge, kind of, but Mirror's Edge was... It didn't do it like this with, like, a third... Avoid spike... Yeah, avoid the death traps. But it never did it like this game does. Ah, okay. Run. There we go. Then back and forth. I remember thinking, even as a kid, like, you had the spiky death traps and stuff like that. I remember seeing all this stuff and just being like, how do you get around? How do you do stuff in this castle if everything's wired up to a fucking death trap? Ever played The Last Express? Oh, steady. Do not cast yourself into the abyss. I believe it's been mentioned, but no, I've not played it. honestly, now that I think about it, I am amazed that no game has done parkour like this since. Because it's a really good system. Like, the controls are really, you know, they're really tight, and you can do really cool stuff with, like, a very simple, you know, very simple set of controls. And down. Stuck the landing. Internal clock. Okay. Oh, it's one of those. Okay. Okay, in that case, I have seen games that are similar, though I've not played that myself. Turn back time if you mess up. Okay. Honestly, I'm really glad that, like, time loop shenanigans are becoming a thing in video games. You know, it's more than just like a gimmick for a Flash game.
Sand.
Alright. Awfully convenient we
Came for. It
brought...
was time to get out. Now.
Yep. Good to see that we brought a exactly dagger-shaped belt loop.
Whoa.
Dismount carefully. The Flash version of Portal, yeah. Where they basically, like, made an entire other game. Like, that wasn't just like a, you know, a tech demo or sort of a proof of concept or anything. That thing was hours long.
Oh,
Father, I have brought us honor and glory.
You keep saying that.
Your Majesty, you promised me my choice of the Maharaja's treasures. That dagger.
surely you won't deny the lad a souvenir of his first battle. You may have your choice of all the Maharaja's other treasures. Except that hourglass. That will make a fine gift for the Sultan of Azad when we pass through his city. And some exotic animals for his menagerie. And a few dozen slave girls. Yes, that should be enough. I want no animals or maidens harmed until I have chosen. Let it be known, King Shahraman is merciful in victory.
Oh, this was his first, really? Well, he comes out strong, if that's the case. I know he played oh hell, my brain's completely misfired.
Trust not a man who has betrayed his master.
Yosuke, that was it. He was Yosuke in Persona 4.
Betray you too. I learned the truth of this to my sorrow the day that we arrived in Azad as the Sultan's honored guests.
My friend.
Your visit brings joy and honor to my poor...
Oh, look at that mustache.
If only you'd given me time to prepare a proper welcome.
The glories of Azad are famed throughout the world. And yet, the best is yet to come. I give you the sands of time. May the friendship between our kingdoms endure as long as time itself.
The sand, why does it glow?
I can tell you. Inside the hourglass is a marvel that no living man has seen. Alas, only the dagger can unlock the sands of time, and it belongs to a greater one than I. A young prince, dearer to his father than all the wealth of India. Perhaps he will oblige.
That's okay. That was a fun little camera bit to show that the prince was just like a little bit out of shot there, being like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
No! Stop!
Please, sounds something. Oh, cool. I've watched a couple of episodes of how it's made, but they were usually like sort of boring industrial stuff.
The sands of time. I can undo what you have done. Give it to me.
This is why I don't go to the beach. Yeah, the sands that get you every time. Alright, now the real combat begins.
Use the dagger.
Yeah, as she says, you need to, for an enemy to stay down for the count, you need to hit them with the dagger once they've been down, otherwise they'll just get back up.
Strike with the dagger. Take his sand. Now, finish him.
Each time
Hey.
I struck them down, they rose to fight again. I soon realized
And
that
now,
only by
these
taking
guys,
my own dagger, the
you have to
sands
fall
that
over.
possess them, I liberated them from their monstrous living death.
Alright. One. Nope, there's more coming. Whoppa! Stop blocking, you dicks. Oh, hang on. Ah, do we have that ability already? Hang on. One, and then... There we go. Okay, so enemies that are weak to the vaulting strike, you can instant kill if you do square triangle rather than square square. So this is pretty cool. That pillar is a save point, but also gives you a clue on how to proceed through the next area.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
So that pillar, if you watch carefully, you might have seen it during the fight. But
You think me mad? I can see it by the look in your eyes. You think my story is impossible. Perhaps I am mad. Who would not be driven mad by horrors such as I have lived? But I assure you, every word is true.
But yeah, that pillar slowly grows over the course of the fight, and it's a good indicator of like how close you are to winning.
Wait! Stop! I
I won't hurt you!
Oh, not going that way. Also, so fun fact, Farah, who's that lady, her pendant protects her from the sands, that's why she's not dead. But for some reason, the manual says that it's her bow. Carefully. There we are.
The guest rooms, where my father, all our entourage, and I should have passed the night, lay cold and silent. The sands of time had swept through, stealing life and warmth from everything they touched. And I, who unleashed the cataclysm, had been spared. Were there others like me, who yet clung to life, hiding in fear among the ruins? It did not seem so.
Those random fleeing people, there's one other living character that we will see later, but everybody else is dead. Also, that glowing cloud that we picked up, every 8 of those, I think it is, you get an extra power, like, storage tank.
Had I really seen her? Or had my senses given way under the burden of horrors too great to bear, and conjured up a phantom? Either way, I could not rest until I had found her again.
I love this. The chatter of the prince, of just him, like, talking about everything that's going on. I really love that, because it's just, you know, a great little view into his inner monologue. Right. Oopa. 16 recruits will give the dagger new powers. Yes, you see there's a little crescent moon shape just above the top sandbar there. Once that fills up, we'll get some new abilities. Ooh, alright. Got body blocked it. I can't remember what the chunky dudes are weak to. Yeah, that's something I remember about this game, is that the parry timing is really wonky.
I soon discovered that the dagger gained the power to stop time. Not for me, but for the enemy I struck.
So we do that, he's now frozen, and then we can upper deck and one shot.
The dagger of time. I began to realize why the Vizier wanted it so badly.
So you can do some pretty dumb stuff with this. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that gymnastics. Masterful. There we go. That's how you do the... That's how you do the parry. It's weird. First video game with a dedicated photo mode was Rayman 3. Huh. I didn't think it was going to be that early. I thought you were going to say, like, Mad Max on the PS3 or something.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
I didn't realise it went back that far.
Whence came these visions that assaulted me thus like fever dreams? Each time I awoke feeling drained and beaten. And each time, what I had seen...
Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. I just interrupted the...
came to pass.
Ah.
As if the sands of time were giving me a glimpse into my own future.
First most Grand Theft was more famous, except way more options. Actually, did the OG... Oh, camera? Did, like, the OG... Super Smash Bros. Did that have, photo mode? Here we go. You see this here, this is important. We go down here, you get this little audio chime.
What the? Hello? Is anyone there? I have a feeling I'm not in Azad anymore.
Oh, you're in Kansas. And...
What just happened? That's strange.
hey.
I feel wonderful.
So I love this. Not the like, hey, you got a health upgrade, but that's never fucking explained. Like, weird magic fountain that makes you feel better. I love how that just never gets explained. Like, just as a writing theme, I love the kind of, there's some greater fuckery going on that, like, is never explained.
Hello?
Give me the dagger.
Who are you?
I am Farah, the daughter of the Maharaja from whom you stole it. This is your doing,
I saw my father turn to sand.
and we will share his fate if you do not give me the dagger to undo what you have done.
Your traitorous vizier used the same words. From now on, I trust no one but myself.
Bugs!
Run! Go back to the reception hall. Wait for me there. Go!
So, really, like, cool but kind of missed opportunity. In the earlier cutscene, there was a bit where the king was like, we should get some exotic animals for the menagerie, and
Now I
like
remember.
in the back of the one of the shots, you
left
see
India, she had been there.
some tigers.
In the desert, I
Some
had
kind
felt
of
her
like
dark eyes
mutant
upon
sand tiger boss
Now,
would have
here she
been
was again.
badass as hell.
She and I, the only two survivors.
That would have
Did
been
I
super
say
cool, but unfortunately there just isn't
Excuse
one.
me. We were three.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, it's her pendant that protects her from the sands, but for some reason the manual says it's her bow, which is weird. I'm not gonna go that way just yet. Aha! I thought I heard it. I'm gonna get as many of them as possible, so we've got plenty of rewind juice. All three would be weapons. Technically, yeah.
The hourglass. What? I did not understand the meaning of what I had just seen, but I knew, with a certainty I could not explain, that those winged creatures had a master. The man who had tricked me into opening the hourglass now had his prize, and for some unknown purpose coveted the dagger
Jafari
as
with
well.
the magic stuff.
Would stop
I mean,
it
it's
from
a
nothing to possess it.
it's a storytelling trope as old as
I
it
would
gets.
give
You know,
him this. I would
the
plunge
evil
it into
with
his
the
foul
evil
and treacherous
advising
heart.
wizard. Up. Carefully, and then I like that touch that you can tell where the you can tell where you need to jump off because of the shadow. Forgotten sounds. The prince remarks that Razia's realm reminds. Okay. I never played Forgotten Sands because I just remembered seeing it and my brain went like, oh, this is the, you know, rushed out movie tie-in and it's gonna suck. But apparently it's not. It's apparently actually halfway decent. Yeah, that's what I mean. Is that it's there so you know where to dismount for the jump. It's good game design. Oh, no. Let's try that again, shall we? And actually press the button. And launch. Yeah, people got like really good with the PS2 towards the end of its lifespan. Like this was fairly early on. Okay, not going that way. You know, this wasn't super late, but like Jak and Daxter, God of War, none of those games had like loading screens. People, like, the PS2 was strong for its time, and devs were, oh god, pushing it to its, like, absolute technical limit. Come on, carefully down. Fast traveling JB. Did it not? Huh. I haven't played like the original PS2 version of Jak and Daxter in quite a while. I've only because I have not been able to find like a copy for love nor money, but I've mostly been playing the PS3 HD collection. To go over here to Zood. Oh, it's the handmaidens. Now, if that vision was correct, these guys are weak to parry. There we go, biff! Yeah, I've heard that, but I've never seen them. Let's get back up. Damn it. Okay, get rid of these idiots with the weird bill hooks. stuck. There we go. Yeah, just get rid of it. Yeah, again, I've heard that like the purple star in Jak and Daxter 3 doesn't spawn, but it does. Like I've played the HD trilogy, and it's just like trying to get these timings down. It's difficult. Any cutscenes doesn't exist in gameplay, but it does. That's the weird thing, is people keep saying that. There we go. Got you. Let's untake that damage. Can't see, can't see. I will be able to read chat in just a sec. Sorry, I want to focus on not dying. Okay, you've got a count. Okay, you've got a dagger counter, not blade counter. There we go. Oh, right in the chest. Oh, by Jove, I think he's got it. Ah, damn it. And last one. There we go. Alright. For the love of God. Need water. But, we'll have to see when I eventually get round to playing it, but, like, I've definitely seen it during gameplay. There we go. Definitely isolating that sound effect later. Oh boy, it's this puzzle. Just came into that sound effect.
Done. I'll start the
Yeah, we already made some jokes about getting a new hydrate redeem, and I have decided in a way that I always do to be needlessly extra about it. Yeah, so that's good. That's gotten me something to do later tonight. Oh Jesus! There's no floor there. Side note: who puts fucking spikes of doom here? Like, this is the guest bedrooms. Why is there doom spikes? We tried K-Bonk. People can just throw bottles at a model and it reacts. I have been looking into some things, yeah. but there's a whole bunch of like 3D models that I want to get before I do stuff. Do you not provide doom spikes for your guests? I do my best to be a good host. And this being a PS2 game, of course, we have the block-pushing puzzles. Yeah, do you say that, Adrian? I'm surprised that it never made it to the PS3 HD collection, because God of War Ascension and God of War: The Ghost of Sparta both are on the God of War HD collection. I guess feel safe if they aren't, dude. Oh, I see. It's for the guest security, is it? Not for removing obtrusive guests. And launch!
Oh, thank God! I was afraid you were one of them! Can you help me activate the Azard defense system?
Behold, it's the only other living
It'll
person
take
in this
both
game.
of us to do it! I'll reset the axles for you! The man who's normally in charge of this got... Never mind! Ride the platform down to the bottom!
PS3 didn't even get Jack X. No, you can buy it on PS4, and for some reason it runs really badly.
You see those 4 axles? You'll need to pick them up one by one until you've got all 4. Then, bring them up to the top together.
This is a...
Make sure you pick them up in the right order.
This is a needlessly elaborate system.
That's it. You've got the first axle. Now, pick up the other 3. Remember, pay attention to the grooves. That's it. One crank turns the platform. The other one raises
other way.
and lowers it.
Yeah, it's a puzzle for this, like... Pretty clearly they were just like, we need to have a puzzle. How do I... Okay. Down. Did much better job of is. Yeah, I don't think PlayStation were like ever planning on having that much backwards compatibility. Like backwards compatibility has gotten better now with like much more digital consoles. Because you can just buy digital versions of old PS2 games now, like Jack X and Rogue Galaxy are 2 that I've got on my PS4. But at present, backwards compatibility sucks. Oh god, you say that. This took me fucking hours as a kid. This was hell on legs for 8-year-old me. Oh, hang on.
Not yet.
Oh yeah.
You need to pick up all 4 axles. Then bring them up to the top.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, but I imagine you've got it nailed there. It's just like when they discovered that people will pay money for HD remakes, and it's no, you know, it's no more work on your part. And Lord help me if I haven't been completely marked out by that, you know.
That's it! I knew you could do it!
I'm okay with remakes, like Resident Evil 2 and 3, where it's basically, hey, we went back and just, like, rebuilt the whole fucking game.
Do you see that platform?
Yeah.
Hold your lever and I'll throw mine!
Yeah, I'm okay with
What
remakes,
manner of
like...
machine is this?
I told you! It's the palace's defense system! Stop wasting time! Throw your lever!
Alright. But yeah, I'm okay with remakes, like stuff like Final Fantasy, where it's basically we completely rebuilt the game and turned it into a different, you know, turned it into what we always wanted it to be, with new sort of modern sensibilities. But if it's just like, hey, we've, you know, zhuzhed up the textures a bit and we've added some fun new bugs for you to explore. There we go. And now he's dead, and he's a spear guy now. Gonna get down? There you are. PS5 being compatible with PS4 games is a good first step. Okay, that's good to hear. I'm glad that's the case. Add content, alright. Oh, it's good. Less than 50, but yeah. I don't blame you there. Some of those, you know, some of those remakes still being like 40, 50 quid is shameful. Alright, so say hi to the most overpowered bullshit in the game. That ability that you just saw in the vision there is I'm gonna like use it to show it off, but I'm not gonna abuse it, because otherwise that ability just like breaks the game in half.
I'll stop the story from
Because
here next time.
every enemy is weak to that attack. Alright.
What have I done?
What indeed? So, we've now turned all the traps on. Alright, I have to walk carefully over spiky platforms. Trying to do this with a 20-year-old busted controller.
The palace's defenses had a twisted logic of their own. They could be circumvented by using the strategically placed switches, which I soon learned to recognize. Yet it was hard to escape the feeling that I had made a terrible
Somebody's
mistake
having fun
by setting in
outside.
motion such a deadly system of traps, which seemed in truth more likely to claim my life than that of an invader that was not flesh and blood.
Yeah, that's the sticking point, is if you have an enemy that doesn't really give a shit about being maimed. Okay, I'm gonna pause momentarily in just a second.
Shall I go on?
Okay, I've closed the window. There's the bin men are out, and for some reason they are whooping and a cheering out there. I don't know what's going on.
Now, where was I?
Oh. There we go. And save. Oh hey, thanks for teleporting right up in my business so I can stab you. Alright, so we now have, well, we always had them, torpedo dive. That will kill well, not kill, but like knock most enemies to the floor with a single strike. No, you don't. I'm gonna need to tweak my noise gate if these guys keep doing this. Okay, there's a whole lot going on in chat right now, which I will check out as soon as I smack this guy down. Good God! Oil your joints, man! Oh wow, even after all that fight, the door's only just closed. We're gonna hit the save point. Alright, here we go. Exceptions needed on visuals, so the time for 3DS graphics. Yeah, didn't they basically like completely change the water temple in the 3DS version of the game? At least that's what everyone told me. But like I played through Ocarina of Time on the 3DS, and I was like, man, what's the whole, you know, business with the water temple? Everyone's saying that that's like the worst shit ever. But then,
I'll stop the story from here next time.
played through it, and it wasn't that bad. And then everyone's like, oh no, it's not really the, you know, not really the water temple. Oh, alright. Just steal my thunder, why don't you? Platform of the time mechanic of Prince of Persia is... the hell? Climb! There you go. Fix your mistakes while keeping agency with a limit number of time turns. Yeah, I will admit the combat of Sands of Time is not very good, but they definitely like immediately fix it with Warrior with it. The ankle slicer. Thankfully, these things are fairly easy to avoid. You just stick to the sides, and often you can just roll under them as well. Hoppa. Here's something chiming. I know, right? The sheer amount of like mechanics that must be just slightly behind the walls of this whole place. 3DS Water Temple, not bad, because each level is well indicated. Okay. Yeah, I've always been told that the Water Temple of Ocarina of Time was absolute hell, and then I played the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time, and I was like, oh, that wasn't so bad. It was annoying and kind of boring in places, but... Oh god. Rewind. I fucked up. There we go. So Jack and Dexter, I assume they don't have any of the data stuff like with Crash.
Strange. I feel as if I've been here before.
How do you mean data stuff?
I have been here before.
Honestly, I liked how in Warrior Within, like, and Two Thrones, they made the fountain save points, because then it's like, they're more important. You know, we've already established in this game that drinking water is important, and then they become save points in the next game.
Stronger than ever.
They had to remake it from the ground up because they couldn't get old programming. Oh yeah, I heard of something like that with Silent Hill 2, I believe, where they basically had to re-gold the game because fucking Konami didn't keep the source code. So it's just like, hey, we've got like the version 0.8 code. Bhutan. Okay. This probably won't last long. Fine. Okay. Oh. That was dumb. Okay, new plan. Yeah, source code. I honestly, in the days of like remakes and stuff, I'm like source code preservation is more of a thing. Oh, really? Is there no like button I can push? Okay. I need something to hold that button down. Because it doesn't stay open long enough for me to get through. Yeah, I remember the story being how the source code for the Silent Hill games was like written on a sheaf of paper that the devs had to read from and reconstruct all the code from that. How do I do this? I feel like there should be something that I can like weigh this button down with, but it doesn't look like it. Okay. See Discord DM regarding the Zelda Water Temple. Alright, I will... Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh, interesting, yeah. That is actually shown out where the different levels are. Got it. Okay. Alright, no
Farah!
button to weigh down. You've just got to be fucking
Can you hear me?
mega fast. Before it's go.
Oh.
Hey, I was rolling. Crap. Piss. Okay. Rewind. More. I don't think there are any block puzzles. Oh, there are. Oh, there are. Here we go. Alright. It's boss fight time. Also, that is such a cool ability. Why don't we get to do that? Where again? The warehouse, I believe, and I think the gardens. Alright. Hey, stand clear, lady. So now we have to babysit Farah, which is going to be a problem. We also now have these double spear guys. They are immune to the vaulting strike, but the torpedo dive gets them just fine. Oh god. Ow. Oh, that hurt.
Help me!
Yeah, boss fight. Removed. Just keep vaulting over those guys. Ugh. The one problem that I have with, well... The problem with Farah is that she cannot defend herself at all. If an enemy chooses to aggro her, you have to drop everything and bail her out. Yeah, Warrior Within words. Warrior Within actually has boss fights. This game doesn't. There's like the Sand King, who's a bit heftier. Now I've broken his guard, I can just lay into him. And that's it. Womp womp.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I know what it is to lose a father.
That was not my father.
What are you doing? Stop!
Right. Dumb, she's here. She was stuck or something, fine, but she could just run away like she does all game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, like, we are basically where we started, like, where the game started again. So she could easily just go out one of those side doors.
So, this is the thanks I get for saving your life.
You don't understand. I need that dagger to undo.
To undo what I have done. Truly you must think I'm a fool.
You are right to be cautious. But fight as bravely as you may, you cannot defeat this enemy. The sands will spread. They will consume everything. I have heard it said that you are kind as well as brave. Please believe me. Help me find
Hydrate.
the
I shall.
others.
Schlorp.
It is in the Sultan's treasure vault, atop the Tower of Dawn.
How do you know that?
I just know. Come with me then if you insist. But I warn you.
I like how he says, oh, I just know, like there's something mystical going on, and he didn't see those fucking birds carry it there. Bum bum bum. Alright, nothing back there.
Wait!
And you were worried about me keeping up. I'll cover you.
Please don't. You're liable to hit me.
Yeah, he says that Farah does actually have a chance to accidentally shoot you if her AI decides to fight the enemy that you are currently fighting. Just coming up. Okay. They do actually have friendly fire. Got it. Ah.
Sorry.
Yeah, case in point. Farah just shot me there. There we go. Slowly learning the parry timings. Any more? Yep, there's more. Hell, he was... Alright. I don't know what's going on with the camera here that's pulled way out, but...
Get out of here!
What the hell are you playing at? Okay, camera, please, I beg you. Hit in slow-mo and just lay into these idiots. Hey! Alright. Phew. Level substance agriculture's resources is supposed to be free due to... Oh, cool, okay. So only 200 per million books sell more than 100,000 copies. That's a weirdly low number. Okay. Also, I'm just drinking pond water here. It's got lily pads and lotuses on it. That is probably all manner of, like, scummy. Sit up a little straighter. I'm gonna stop resting all my weight on my elbows or I'm gonna hurt myself.
Are you alright?
How long was I out?
Long enough. What if the sand creatures came back?
They won't. Not here anyway.
Careful.
Interesting that Farah seems to have knowledge of how the the Sands of Time work, but no knowledge on how the dagger works.
Stay there! I'll try to find a way in!
Whoop.
She tried to steal my dagger after I saved her life.
Back there.
She would have left me there to die. And here I am, risking my life for her again. And why? Good question.
Here I am.
I mean, it's little wonder she was going to leave you there to die. You did kind of conquer her nation. Alright, there's another cloud back here. Hi. Ah! Nearly threw myself into the abyss. I didn't even mean to parry that, but hey, I'll take it. You gonna attack me? So with this... Fucking guard, there we go. So now, we have a full set of... We have as many power tanks as we have sand tanks. Which means... we get to do a special move. All of you bundle up together, everyone nice and close, and then... whoosh! Absolutely devastated. So that's your big super attack. It's damn powerful. Oh man, you say that like you say yeah, few novels are actually going to be any good, but like during the what do you call it? Like the immediate sort of post-Twilight rush, man, there were some stinkers. I heard stories from people who do like
I'll start the story from here next time.
editing and like proofreading professionally, and woof, the stories people have told me about like the awful crap they're forced to read. See, that is what I absolutely love about the parkour system in this game. It is just so damn smooth. And zoom. Back into the mysterious hallway. Just gonna quickly turn that off. There we go. And boom. Come on, climb. Oh crap, goodbye forever. Fine. Wait. Go. Hold the stick in the direction the princess fallen. I'm going to do a tumble and not take any damage. Oh, I did not know that.
Down here. There you are.
Hi.
Try not to get separated again, shall we?
We can but try.
It's so quiet out there. It's
Anything.
terrible. But also beautiful.
Maybe to you.
Look!
You're a skinny little thing.
Absolutely no fear of claustrophobia. Right.
What is this place?
We'll need to find a way down to the bottom.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, writing a novel has a much lower barrier to entry than a lot of other media.
I can't do that.
Stay there.
Sounds like you need to get fucking good then.
I can reach this one.
Like anyone with anyone with access to like a word processing program can write a novel, and arguably not even then. If you're really determined, just pen and paper.
I'll just wait here then. Shall I?
If you would. Papa. I released a couple of stories and bore with a single woof. That don't tell her that.
Are you all right? I heard strange noises.
No permanent damage, thank you.
Nothing I can't heal from. Whoopa.
There's another lever in that corner. Do you think you can reach it?
Oh yeah, up there. I actually I read an interview with the novelist Jim Butcher, who wrote the Dresden Files books,
Your turn
and
now.
somebody asked him, like, how much did you have to do before you had made like enough, sorry, you were making rather enough money from your books to call it your primary career, you know, something that you could live off. And he said, I was already working on 2 franchises.
Over here.
You know, he'd already like gone a decent chunk into
Now pull the lever.
he'd gone a decent chunk into the Dresden Files, and I think I can't remember what the other series was called. Cinder Spires, that was it. The Cinder Spires series.
I can reach this one.
And work hours 2 days. Way more in the. Wow.
Your turn now.
But I guess the thing is like again, hearing from other other writers that I've met, it's like with commissions and stuff like that, it's kind of sporadic. You know, the money kind of stops and starts, but
Stay there!
oh boy, more of these idiots. But once you're published, the money's like a constant kind of in the background income. Like, oh boy, one lady that I met wrote a book on like the storytelling techniques of Disney and that kind of stuff. And she said, yeah, it's a nice little boost. You know, every Christmas I get I get an extra couple of £100. Oh, how did I block that? All right. Not blocking that though. Ow. Okay, you can vault these dudes. I wonder if I can parry them. Can if he doesn't miss, maybe. You can parry them. Alright. Yeah, dunked. More hammer guys, more spear guys. I remember reading the strategy guide for this way back in the day. Like I had the old like Brady Games one from way back when, and it's a real shame all of the enemies are like really not imaginatively named. You know, they're not called. They don't have names. It's just sand creature with spear, sand creature. What's your aim for it? It's like sand creature with hammer, sand creature with spear. There we go. Alright, so parry timing is right before the hit. Like a half second before. At some point I got interested in the way novels were written in the late 18th, Verne's and Dickens. A lot of serials got published weekly, monthly in a magazine. Verne and Dickens even worked closely with illustrators, and each chapter got 2-3 illustrations. Yeah, they were... I can't remember... Penny Dreadfuls, that's what they were called. Penny Dreadfuls, that you would go by the local newsagents and you would pick up that week's Penny Dreadful. And they were like, you know, pulpy horror stories and stuff like that. I do remember reading one story about how some guy tried to get them banned because they encouraged crime. You know, because they were... Some of them were true stories about criminals, and, you know, then you had stuff like Oliver Twist, which painted criminals in a much more sympathetic light. Also, here's that block pushing puzzle that I said about. Yeah, they're never named. They're never named in the game. So, but the strategy guide always just calls them like sand creature with weapon. But I always called them like soldiers, royal guards, handmaidens, stuff like that. But that's just me. That's just what I'm like.
Oh no! Please be careful.
I will do no such thing. Show me the future. Yeah, it's pretty quick. I'm mostly being technical by saying that it's a block puzzle. But this is a PS2 game, you know, these puzzles were kind of endemic.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time. I'm alright.
Stop doing that.
But I need to save. The future is now, old man. Oh, I probably should have healed before. Not as bad as the block puzzles in Soul Reaver 1. Oh my god! The block puzzles in Soul Reaver 1 were constant. It never bloody ended.
Where are we?
This was the Sultan's zoo.
Alright, welcome to the menagerie. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Alright, you know what? Let's go nuts. Oh. It was only the 4 of them. Whoops. Oh well.
Be careful. Last time you were out.
Soul River 1 was split into independent teams, and each team was unaware that all the others had also decided to focus on block puzzles. Ah, no. That stings. That must have been embarrassing. That, like, you go to the stand-up meeting at the end and just being like, alright, we've decided that our section of the game we're going to do, like, a whole bunch of, you know, block puzzles, and then the other guy puts his hand up and is like, I have a bad news. Since was D&D, the somewhat religious fighter that wants to kill the bad guy has to deal with the Hexblade Warlock getting way into magic power that the bad guy uses. Oh my god, that is fantastic. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, so the prince is Hexblade Warlock. Farah is the I'm guessing like the archer, like the fighter specializing in
I wonder how
archery.
they survived the sands.
I don't think they did survive.
Oh boy, flying enemies. That was actually one thing, like, I really need to get into playing D&D again. Like, I need to find some good groups. But the like one character idea that I had way back when was a Hexblade Warlock that would just like was slowly losing his marbles over the course of the game, and it gets to the point where you're not sure like who's talking half the time. You could say she's a bad thief rogue. Yeah, could do. Some aspects of level design in Soul River 1 didn't make much sense to me. Silver block puzzle that somehow shatters a glass dome over a switch.
Look, a crack!
Just disappeared into the infinite shadow.
Here I am. I'll pull the lever.
Speaking
There's
of level
another
design
one.
that makes no sense,
see
why is
where
there a
it
lever
goes.
inside the cage that opens the door to the apiary?
The fabled menagerie of Azad, the Sultan's pride and joy. It had been one of the wonders of the world. As a child, I had dreamed of it and longed to see it with my own eyes. Now it was a place of terror, an abandoned ruin laid waste by the sands of time.
Here I am.
Prince is definitely a rogue that a subclass, that multiclass into. Yeah. Yeah, rogue. Oh, what's it called? It's called, like. There's a subclass of the rogue that's, like, swashbuckler or something. He said the thing, yeah. Roll credits. Yeah, but there's like a subclass of the rogue that's like swashbuckler or something like that. That's more about like direct combat. And then you multi-class into Hexblade Warlock. It is a thing, okay. I wasn't sure if I was like getting muddled with Pathfinder. Oh crap. Because Pathfinder has so many subclasses. That's wrong. Oh, I see. I've gotten the wrong idea here. Do you like when the title of a... Yeah. I normally would never admit to liking a Family Guy joke, but I love that. I love the Family Guy joke of I must become Superman 2: The Quest for Peace. Here we go. Swashbuckler. You focus your training on the art of the blade, relying on speed, elegance, and charm in equal parts. While some warriors are brutes clad in heavy armor, your method of fighting looks almost like a performance. Duelists and pirates typically belong to this archetype. A swashbuckler excels in single combat and will fight with 2 weapons or safely. Yeah, so he is just a swashbuckler. He's got the hair and everything. Yep. Early Family Guy wasn't too bad. Yeah, it's one of those shows that like got like amazingly worse as time went. I've heard like accusations about Family Guy that like they got it's one of those shows where they got cleared for like a dozen seasons and all the showrunners were like, cool, so when you don't have to try, you don't have to try. Launch. And into the magic pillar again. Hopefully you're not going to have an aneurysm. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is one of those ones where like the game will start predicting the prince's death. Seen Larry and Steve, Seth MacFarlane's Cartoon Network pilot. No, I have not seen that. I'm liking this. I'm liking the D&D party that we're building up here. Okay. Wait. Oh, I see. Okay.
There's a lever above you.
Yep.
Try pulling it.
There we are, and that brings the ladder up. Okay, I wasn't sure if there was like an optional path back here.
First, before I brought you up.
I'll bet.
Okay, that was a nice little touch. They addressed the fact that I nearly wandered
If
off
you have
without
believed
her.
the rest of my tale until now, Perhaps you will also believe me when I tell you that, as we made our way through the moonlit ruins, I began to feel strangely drawn to the girl in the sun. My reason told me to distrust her. She had good cause to hate me, yet she had proven herself a loyal companion. And I confess, I was grateful for the company of someone who, like me, was flesh and blood.
Yes, the good old last man on earth syndrome. She had a longbow, so it would be a fighter, and since she doesn't do anything special with it, probably champion fighter. She did any tactical stuff in combat, maybe battle master, but this seems like champion to me. In Two Thrones, she does do some cool stuff with the bow. Like, she does, like, multi-shot, and I think she shoots a few, what do you call them, like, puzzle targets. Okay, I need a bit more height. Oh, hang on, no I don't. Here we go. Then pull that out of the way.
So you wanted to make sure it was safe then? Very heroic.
Stand on that pressure plate, will you?
Why is there a pressure plate inside the zoo? Alright, bye.
Now how do I get through?
I don't know. Can't you crawl through a crack or something?
Well, we've just left her there. But yeah, I'm digging this now. Now I kind of want to figure out a character sheet for the prince. Ah, no. Let's try that again.
Here I am. The gate's closing.
Ow. Fun. It's fine, I've got plenty of time. Come on, come on, come on.
The gate's
No! Damn it.
The gate's closing. Hurry.
Carefully. Yeah, just try not to get spiked.
That's
There we go.
strange. I almost feel as if I've lived this moment before.
Yeah, you have lived that moment before several times because I kept fucking up the jump. Alrighty. This is rickety as all fuck. Alright, save. Man, I feel like we're making a lot of progress, but we're not even 2 hours in yet.
Come on.
What do you mean, come on? Where are we going? Ah, okay, I need to get across there.
I'll wait here.
It's been a while, but now that now I'm kind of thinking about it. Hell. What kind of powers does a Hexblade Warlock get access to? 'Cause I'm kind of starting to wonder if you could like hold the Dark Prince. Oh, please keep the sword out. Please keep the sword out. There we go. Oh, be gone, bot. There we go. It's probably a bit of shenanigans, the DM being flexible, but I can think the DM allowed Prince to take guidance as a warlock cantrip. He took True Strike. You would need to remind me what those abilities do, but... Chippendale Rescue Rangers is getting a live-action movie for some reason. Have we learned nothing from Alvin and the Chipmunks? There we go. Now that we've got an extra sand tank, unfortunately we lose access to our ult, but... Ooh. But yeah, you need to remind me what True Strike does. I don't remember a lot of this stuff off the top of my head. Oh, damn it. I keep doing that. Is whenever I get to the top of these trees, I always just accidentally push the stick a little bit and it makes me turn. Just add 1d4 to a skill check. Could be him looking into the future. Ah, okay. True Strike gives you advantage on the next attack. Well, damn it! Next time I play D&D, I'm gonna have to make the mysterious and exotic prince of a distant land. Actually, yeah, you can get the noble. There's the noble background as a character thing. I remember because I took the last time I played D&D, which was a while ago now, but I took the noble background for my high elf cavalier. Point a finger at a target in range. Your magic grants you a brief insight to the target defenses. On your next turn, you gain advantage. Ah, there you go. Alright, now I have to find my way back. And... perfect landing. Textbook. Well, that was easy. See, I mentioned before, really good boss fight to this zone would be like a corrupted tiger, or do it like Resident Evil Outbreak, where you just have a giant fucking elephant. Like take note, zombie game developers. I don't want just like a giant muscle-bound zombie as a boss fight. I want mutant animals. Give me a panther that stalks me through the entire level and I have to like do a crazy cat and mouse game to fight it. Aha. The barfs.
The baths.
These chain guys. I remember them being tricky, but I don't remember exactly why. Ah, that's it. You can't vault attack them. Well, you can, but the second hit doesn't land. powers that I have available. There we go, and... I think I'm slowly starting to get the hang of the combat here. Ah, that still works on those guys. Oh, stabbed him in the bum. That's mean. Ooh, alright, you blocked that. Okay, no instant kill attack. That's a low sweep. Still got the combat music. Here they come. You're picking a fight already. Just keep killing stuff. And I'll read that in just a sec. Things are getting a bit busy here. Way to hit your own buddy there. Okay, Farah's actually doing like halfway decent. She's doing a good job holding her own. Alright. And that's victory. Want to get into D&T. I've started playing. One of us streams it. Oh, cool. Alright.
You understand, don't you?
Yes.
Here we go again. Alright, so yeah, if you're streaming weeklies, I'll give that a check and I'll see. I'll check it out.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
There we go. Alright, yeah, we'll keep going.
I'm alright.
I know.
I'm fine, I swear. No bits falling off.
Look! I'll see where it leads.
It's a bold assumption that it leads anywhere. Okay. giant spiked thwacking device. Yeah, consecutive wall jumps.
I'm up here.
Getting Metroid up in here. Sword. It's been said, like, plenty of times by plenty of people that graphical fidelity is temporary, but good art design is forever. This game, like, has that down pretty well. That, you know, they've done a good job of making this place look like it was really nice and classy before it all went to shit. Oh, wow. Coming out with a blender. Played defensive for a sec. What's your aim, lady? I'm doing my best to stab him. And her. I don't discriminate. Equal opportunity stabbings right here. Quick heal while we're between waves. Okay, it's not much, but I can at least take a couple of extra hits now. Oh my god, camera, behave! So thank you for sweeping her over. Ah! Damn it. I had the parry timing down earlier, but now I've completely lost it again. Okay, I'll check. Yeah, I'll check that out after the stream, and I'll make sure to give you a follow, so I can be notified. Start scoring more kills here. As much as I don't want to just like repeat the same move over and over to sort of cheese the fight. Playing legitimately is not working. Okay. Jeez. Welcome back.
There's something glowing up there. I saw it from the ledge.
Something glowing up there, that's what's good. Ah, there we go. Have a quick hydrate of my own. So I do like a good glowy. Let's go see what we can get.
Look! At the end of those 3 doors, there's some kind of lever.
Okay. What are you going to tell me exactly? Yeah. I mean, this is the royal bath. I'm sure that water is perfectly safe to drink. Not full of feet.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
What do we have here?
That's 2 doors open. 1 door.
Okay, in that case, let's give that a shove and see if we can push the button that way. There we go.
You did it! Hurry! Before it closes!
Go, 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 go. Wait. Oh. Oh, it's over there. Pfft. Nearly just ran right out the way I came in by. Okay. Oh, damn it. Hang on. There we go. What, pray tell, do you do? Yeah, oh, okay, that just drains everything. The prince must just have, like, an absolutely iron constitution,
It's going
considering
down!
the sheer amount of, like, flips and shit that he does over the course of the game. Pull. Like, he drinks all this skanky-ass water, so that needs to go in there later, but he drinks all this skanky-ass water, and, you know, is doing all of these full vertical triple backflips and stuff like that, and is never just sick on the floor, you know? The guy goes through absolute hell. And
That grating moved a bit.
they move a little, but not all the way. Here we go. I like how the means to get through this place seems to be specifically designed for No, oh damn it. Specifically designed for, like, acrobatic jumping men. Let's see if... Huh. Okay. So that's... That one I can just hop to, but that one's too far away. Ah, there we go. The pillar's on the right. That's how you do it. Half the challenge of, like, the parkour sections in this is just, like, figuring out what you're meant to be doing next. Embrace the pillar. And... oh, there we go. Fuck.
Stay there.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine here.
I'm sure you will. Ah, that's okay. You can do the tumble, got it. Yeah, just perfectly harmless, not gonna get the heaving shits from that or anything. There we go, and now I have this thing. Push, there you go, get your back in there. And all of this was just to get a block so I can climb up this ladder. Hello. Actually, hang on. Quick check. Okay. Just checking some meta knowledge, don't mind me. Dropping the heads like a fucking piano. Man, I went back and, like, finally finished off the... damn it. The heavy air quotes, story mode of Payday 2. And wow, that game gets wild very quickly. Like, it goes from you are a bunch of criminals, you know, doing your best Robin Hood, steal from the rich, give to myself kind of routine. And then it turns into, like, insane ancient conspiracies, hyper-advanced aliens, some maybe supernatural stuff, and a guy who might be 800 years old. It's wild, like, the kind of a turn that game takes. Go. There, boys. Okay. That's a theory that I've not heard before. It was just like the entire game is a hallucination from all the whacked out meth you're cooking during the game. Though that does explain a lot. I don't believe you do, because it came out after the you came out after the point at which you and I would basically play, you know, co-op games all day. But yeah, you should get it. It's fun. Don't be intimidated by the DLC situation. I'll try and talk you through it, but fuck me if there's a lot. But it's a fun game. I think you'll like it. There's some some play-style stuff in there that I can definitely see you enjoying, like the Iron Man suit and the Brenner. Sword. Also, since I'm assuming you have watched Russian Badger's video, yes, there is a comically large spoon melee weapon. Drinky.
I think I see that glow you were talking about.
Be careful.
On the wish list for the moment. It goes on sale pretty much any time there's a sale, so... Oh. Prince? Prince? Explain yourself. Yeah, as games go, it's fairly simple, and though the only thing that I can see anyone really struggling with is the skill point allocation. Mostly because, like, the skill point system is a relic of a bygone era that has kind of fallen by the wayside in terms of the way the game has, like, been designed and updated. Also, new sword. This is the one that was in all the box art. Is this tasty looking scimitar. Swoosh. Side note, if you have a sword, don't do that. Don't bonk it against the floor, because you'll break it. Curved swords. But now, we can break through surfaces. Like this one. I think it also cranks our damage up a bit. Here we go again in the spooky zone. Spectacular. Boop. Expand health bar.
You do have the strength of Ruth, Tom.
Yep, just drink from the spooky fountain that makes, like, ominous whispering noises. You're definitely not
That's
cursed.
not the same sword you had before. Where are we?
It said this palace was built on the ruins of an even more ancient one. But I thought that was just a story.
Yep, again, building your palace on top of the ruins of an ancient palace. Again, great way to get cursed. And it's no wonder all this chicanery happened. These idiots were just asking for a spooping.
I'll go.
No, you won't. At least not until I can... Farah. Farah, please. Farah. There we go. I will go this way. Yeet. Here we go. Scooch. Very carefully. Whoa.
I'll come down to you.
Okay. Yeah, no... Just long-arming that jump. Let's see if I can... Here we go. Oh. Prince's poor fingers. He must have just, like, no skin on his knuckles by this point. Either that or he's got calluses you could drive a screw with.
There you are.
I'm sure he's fine. Yeah. He'll never make a fist again, but he's fine. Oh crap.
Careful!
Oh, that's a neat touch. So, earlier on, there was some Arabic written on the walls of the bathhouse, and now we've gone down into the ancient castles. It switched to cuneiform, and actually more ancient language. That's a cool touch. I like that.
Look, a crack.
Into the hole with ye. Can I just like chuck this off the... Oh, I can't just chuck it off the ledge.
Here I am!
Thank you.
Can you make it?
I've got
Don't
this.
step off that switch.
You made it.
Passing all of my acrobatics checks. Move, please, Farah. Thank you. Even the postage I'm selling this cheap version of this card on eBay still have chocolate trying to lowball you. I mean, people will do that. Oh yeah, this... Ow! You dick.
Help me!
Damn it, woman. I cannot leave you alone for 2 seconds, can I? Trying to offer you half price. Wow. And like you said, you're already offering like as low as as low as it gets. Farah's being menaced. Come on, I want to practice. Oh, alright. I'll just kill him. I wanted to practice my power timing, but hey. We'll try setting Sky Stroke engage. Jeez. Some people just got no shame, eh? Ow. Thought I could react in time. I didn't know. Oh boy, things are getting busy. This is a lot of glaive guys. Alright, let's go nuts. Alright, Farah. Farah. Farah, move, please. She's body blocking him. How are you time-wise in 4 hours? You may be some friends that feel like playing simple D&D in one shot, session got cancelled. I don't know what I'm doing in 4 hours. That's it. Sound yourself off. You're fine. I don't know. I will let you know. Oh wow, we got recursive parries going on here. Alright. Honestly though, I think that is a good place to leave off, because my back is starting to hurt.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
But we've got a new sword, and we're beating a whole lot of booty. So we'll be back with more of this tomorrow night. Until then, I've got some sound isolating to do, because I've had a stupid idea that I want to test. From all the carrying that I've had to do. Yeah, jeez. Farah just kind of standing there watching herself get fed through the ringer. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Thank you for coming by, and we'll be picking up with more of this. Until then, good night, and much love.